When suddenly getting confronted by a wild animal, do you just wait for your fight or flight natural response to kick in? Can you truly imagine yourself wrestling with them or throwing a punch? Check out how these people defended themselves or their pets from wild animal attacks. Whack a croc. If you can't go for the kick, a smack with a pan works just as well. Normally, one would think facing a charging crocodile is a death sentence, but Kai Hansen is no normal man. A male crocodile who wandered into his tourist lodge got a taste of his frying pan. Hansen said that If was trying to take over the territory of a local female crocodile, which is no good. Oh, and it was also bothering his guests, which is bad for business. Otter Attack. Getting killed by overgrown, long cats might just be one of the most humiliating ways to die, so when they're starting to attack you, you better find a way to live. This British man was just having his routine early morning walks when an angry pack of wild otters lunged at him and started biting him everywhere. Graham George Spencer genuinely thought he was going to die, as allegedly he got bitten 26 times in the span of 10 seconds. Had it not been for a friend who was following a few paces back and shooed them away, he could have been mauled to death. The pack of otters was said to have been provoked by a runner that ran over their group, which witnesses said also had otter pups. After they couldn't catch up to the runner, they went for Spencer instead, which was mighty unlucky of him. Even while they were running to the park center to get treated, the otters were still in pursuit. That's why next time you go jogging, look around for these unlikely attackers. Hawk fail. If dogs wished they wanted to take flight, they didn't want it this way for sure. Lulu the Yorkie was just enjoying its daily outside time with its bestie, when in it and its owner's shock, a red-tailed hawk tried to carry it away, presumably to have a meal. Owner Cecilia Sellis was just enjoying tacos indoors with her family when they started hearing their poor puppy crying and yapping outside. Upon inspection, Sellis sees Lulu being held by the hawk with its sharp talons. Luckily, Lulu was too heavy to easily lift away, and Sellis had time to act. After failed attempts of screaming at it to let go, she grabbed the closest thing she could find. A pillow doesn't seem like the world's best weapon, but a few hits were enough for the hawk's talons to release the poor dog. Freeze game. Sometimes the best move is no movement. When fronted by one of the world's largest species of rattlesnakes, fight all your urges to get up and run, because your best bet is to sit still. This man was just sitting by the trail to take some well-deserved rest after hiking under the high sun when out from the brush slithered an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. These snakes are among the heaviest of its kind and are also very venomous. The hiker describes how the snake's eyes were on him all the time, which is an unfortunate sign that it has recognized him as a threat. When trying to distract it and steer it away by poking its tail, the snaky hauntingly goes up its leg. You can't help but hold your breath as it continues to scope around his thighs. He successfully leads it off him, and it goes behind him. Once he's made sure that the snake isn't on him anymore, he quickly jumps up to escape. That's when the snake starts rattling its distinctive tail. What a thrilling escape. For the love of dog. Dogs are expected to guard people's homes, but when the trespassers are far bigger, what could the pet dogs possibly do? The residents of this home got the fright of their lives when a black bear climbed over their fence and charged at their dog. The footage shows a woman screaming in fear as she witnesses how the huge bear chased after their dog, which was considerably smaller than the attacker. As a man comes out to check the situation, the woman rushes to get in the house and get everyone else inside. The dog thankfully returns to view and enters the home for refuge. The man, who was formerly in the Navy, faces the bear and roars at it to scare it away. The owners said that after the incident, their dog has since been too scared to go out of their home. Rabid Raccoon. You can be so close to entering the safety of your home, but even right before you go through your door, a wild animal can still choose to attack you. The 5-year-old daughter of Logan McNamara was just standing on their porch when a raccoon bites and latched onto her leg. She then tries to kick it off, shaking her leg around to no avail. Her screaming got her mother panicking, running out of their home to check. McNamara then snatches the raccoon off her daughter by its neck, the poor girl still holding onto her mother's leg in fear and shock. McNamara then rushes her to get in the door and escape. McNamara holds off the raccoon for a moment, before deciding to toss it far in front of their lawn. After she has followed her daughter inside, the raccoon can be seen walking to the side of the house. Pull a John Wick. Here's another owner that's willing to fight a wild animal for their fur pet. Richard Wilbanks was walking his pet Cavalier King Charles Spaniel when an alligator ran up from the water bank to grab his dog. It was quick to return and attempt to swim away, but Wilbanks was faster in jumping into the water and taking hold of the offending alligator. In the video, you can see the poor puppy yelping in pain as Wilbanks pries the alligator's mouth open. After a few moments, the alligator finally lets it go, and so Wilbanks sets the alligator free right after. Gunner the puppy, who was only 3 months old, luckily got away with only 1 puncture wound, while Wilbanks sustained some small wounds on his hands. Let it go. Would you punch an animal as tall as you are to save your dog? Turns out that saving a pet is an excellent motivator to do the most unexpected things. This man punches a kangaroo to save his hunting bestie, a move that even his friends described was very unlike him at all. Greg Tonkins was out on a boar hunting trip with his friends when all of a sudden, his hunting dog Max was held in headlock by a huge kangaroo. Thanks to a chest plate Max wore around its neck, no harm was done. Otherwise, the kangaroo would have left much worse damage. His hero, owner Greg, bravely went to its rescue. Greg's approach prompted the kangaroo to let go of Max and turn its attention to him instead. He stood his ground as the dog ran back to regroup with his friends. That's when they started to square off, and Greg threw the punch. The hit stuns the kangaroo, which gives Greg the chance to run away and return to his friends. Leopard on the Loose. Sure, the animals are as scared as the humans are in any kind of confrontation, but you can't help it if you are facing an actual leopard, can you? In the Indian city of Bangalore, a leopard enters a school and wreaks havoc. It injures 6 of the people who tried to capture it. Initially only prowling around, once the sounds of gunshots started ringing and people were closing in, this poor, trapped leopard started attacking the closest capturers. One of the most unfortunate ones is the one it attacked by the pool. As the man fell, the leopard lunged at his neck, a prime spot that's sure to cause death. However, he smartly covers it with his arm, the leopard's teeth digging into his bicep instead. It took over 10 hours, but the animal was finally detained. See you all next time.